There are quite a lot of games that I have never personally played, so today I wanted to try out a game that I've never tried, which would be Dishonored. But one thing about me is I am not so much for stealth games. I tend to play them badly, as you will find out in this playthrough. That being said, let's get into the game then.
Were there any walls?
Starting out the game, after
There
a short
wasn't.
boat
These
ride
tunnels
in,
of
we probably
course.
have the
Okay,
scariest
where are we
experience in the
now?
game.
You
It's
asked
not the
right?
plague, it's not the
It must be
rats,
the
it's not the
sharpened blade now
assassins,
still spine
it's
open.
a child. Nope.
Alright then, let's go see Mother.
We then make our way to the Empress, and we kind of get a little information about what's happening in the city. We were sent away to find out if there was anything we could do about a plague that's taken hold of the city, and we kind of find out that there's no hope for anything here. But we'll soon find out that there's some things going on behind the scenes. We then get our first taste of the combat, where we have to use a sword and a firearm to take care of the assassins, and we think we do a pretty good job. But yeah, I'll just let you see what happens. Yeah, so we didn't do that great of a job as the Royal Protector, uh, but I assure you
Find
that
Emily.
nothing else could
Protect
go
her.
wrong. We're gonna find Emily, and we are going to
We'll
take
know
care
what to
of
do.
business.
Won't you?
Surely there is
Corvo.
absolutely nothing else that could go wrong in this.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
Well, shit. Well, then we have a short stint in prison where we receive a letter from an anonymous source telling us that we can get out. So, of course, we're going to take that opportunity, and the game is going to try to teach us how to do stealth here at this point, but you'll find out that stealth really isn't my style. I mean, it is nice that the game does give you options for stealth, but no matter which stealth game I've ever played, Hitman, Dishonored, or anything like that, it's just always too tedious for me to do stealth. So I'd rather just go in loud if the game allows. And fortunately for me, Dishonored allows you to go in like an idiot. It allows you to go in the loudest way possible. Anyways, we make our way through the prison. We find the explosive to get through the door. And we're going to make our way out. This is all based off that information that we got in the letter from the anonymous source. But we'll make our way outside, go through the sewers, or the lower part, I should say, and then we'll make our way to Sam. Sam is going to be our boat driver. He's the one who kind of takes us from mission to mission, but he lets us know of this rebellion and he's going to take us through. Here we see the stats that I got for the mission. 19 kills, not bad. Then we find out, we go to the pub district or whatever it's called, and we find out that our actions do have consequences. So, yeah.
You fucking idiot. You're stupid.
We then meet with Pendleton, and I can't remember the guy in the black's name. I think it's Cornwall or something like that. They basically tell us of a rebellion that they're trying to start, and they want us to do different missions for. They want us to do different missions for them, and basically take out these high important targets. Here's also where we meet the man who will upgrade our gear. Later that night, we end up going to sleep, and we end up waking up in this strange realm with this guy called the Outsider. Basically, what he does is he bestows us with some of his power, which should make us a more effective assassin. And there's all pretty cool abilities, like ability to teleport and whatnot. But I'm gonna be honest. Mostly the powers I used were all the ones that cost no no mana. Like, if I teleported and I waited long enough, I could make it so it didn't cost me anything. But eventually we get sent back, and then the next day we meet with... Oh, Havelock, that's his name. We meet with Havelock, and he tells us we're to eliminate High Overseer Campbell. So we'll put on our mask and head out for our mission. And a lot of these missions kind of start you out in the same area. But right away, we kind of mess up the stealth aspect of this game. And yeah, this is just kind of how I play. It's not the best. Eventually, we come to Granny Rags. I don't really know the story. I didn't really find out with her. I just kind of put an end to her. And then, yeah, I just continued to be kind of a asshole the whole time I was playing. Like, every person I'd meet, they'd give me tips on, like, safes. I'd get the safe tip or whatever it was, and then I would just do what I do best, you know? Here we find out that we can throw explosives, which I use quite a bit through this playthrough. It's probably... You're not probably meant to use them as weapons, but I figured, hey, if I can take out multiple people at once, that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, we make our way through the streets, and eventually we get to the dog kennel, where we take out... I mean, sorry, yeah, we end up taking out the dogs. I was trying to figure out a good way to say it, but yeah, we end up taking out the dogs. And all the people in the kennels. We make our way through, and we'll eventually make our way to Campbell's residence. And we use our best stealth tactic here, a grenade, to take care of many, many enemies at the same time. Here, we're going to just keep on doing what we do. We'll make our way through. The interesting thing with each of these missions is there's like a... You can just assassinate targets, or you can do it non-lethally, and Dishonored is kind of known for, if you do the non-lethal option, it's usually worse than the lethal option. Like, it's usually worse for that person. This, on him, to be honest, Campbell is the only one I did the non-lethal option on, and it's because you actually get to end him later. So I did end up killing him later. I just didn't do it right away. So we'll see that. We make our way through, and this is where you find out about it. It's called like the Heretics brand. But you find out that it's basically like a big source of shame for these high overseers and whatnot, and it's only been done like a couple times. Basically, if you get it, you really, really messed up. If you get this high overseers brand, you made a big mistake. Then we go to the meeting room for Campbell and Turnow, I think is his name. But we put Campbell to sleep first, and we put Turnow to sleep so we can resolve that. I don't really know why I didn't end him. I guess I thought it was just kind of whatever. Here you can see I actually chose to go the lethal option first, then I was like, I want to do the non-lethal option. So we give him a little brand. And then we'll take Turnow, who's still unconscious because of our sleep dart, and we'll go put him in a safe location. And that's basically the mission for us. We talk to Sam, and he says, okay, we'll take you back now then. And you can see we killed 60 people, and with high chaos. For those people that don't know, basically the way to get the best ending in this game is to not kill anybody. You just make them unconscious and use the non-lethal options. We go back and we meet with Pendleton and Havelock again, and they tell us, and Pendleton tells us that he has some relatives that he needs us to take care of, so we go back to basically where we were before, and the guards are all reloaded, so, you know, we do our business and take care of them. Excuse me. Yeah, we're just gonna keep making our way through this city, I suppose. Eventually we do make it to the Golden Cat, I think it's called, which is the brothel. And this is where the Pendletons are. This is pretty much a lot of the same of what we've already been doing, just not sneak, but hack and slash, and just kind of work our way through it. There was kind of strange here. We do end up finding Emily here, and I didn't expect to find her this early. So she says, "Oh, let's go together," but we actually still have to take care of the Pendletons. So we're just gonna go ahead and take care of everybody, every single person in the place. We go through this funny, shocking little mini game, or you can get a save combination from this, but obviously we're gonna put an end to him. We had one of the Pendletons asleep, so we just kind of throw him off the ledge, and the other one we just do a quick run in and cut, and that's pretty much the end of this mission. For some reason, Granny Rags was here again, so we just, take care of her again. Yeah, that one I think is the most killed. 83 people in a mission. High chaos. I actually didn't get any footage of the next mission. We have to capture Sokolov, which is the physician for the royal family. Lo and behold, we do capture him. The mission stats, we killed 57. The next mission was probably the mission where I thought it was the most chaotic. We have to sneak into the Boyle estate, which is it's for the girlfriend of the high confessor, whatever he is. The spy master, that's what he was. But yeah, we have to sneak into the estate. Sorry, quote, sneak into the estate. And, at the time when I did this, I was like, I can't get into this building without all these guys knowing. But I'm pretty sure the reason that it kept happening is because I didn't put my weapons away. So it was completely and utterly my fault of why I had to do this in such a hard way. But hey, grenades are our best friends, so I suppose we're just gonna use grenades and guns like every good silent assassin. Yeah, I'm kind of. I think this mission has quite a lot of people that we end up taking care of. I mean, you can see like 20 in this instance, and I was like, well, I guess we already started it. Might as well keep on doing it. But regardless, eventually we make it our way to the Boyles. The mystery here is supposed to be you're not supposed to know which one is the real one, but if you can't figure it out, you just take care of every single one of them, and then you're good to go. It's the one in the red. Of course it is. But yeah, 57 people on that mission. Basically, all we have to do now is take care of the last guy, the spy master, and then we'd pretty much be all set. So we make our way to Dunwall Tower, and believe it or not, I actually did do the non-lethal option at first when I did this, but then I decided, nah, might as well not. The only other objective we did in Dunwall Castle was we took care of the interrogator. I think he's supposed to be like a mini-boss, because he ends up taking quite a few arrows and whatnot. But we end the mission with 38 kills. Okay, cool. So now the Loyalists, or the Rebellion, or whatever they're called, they want us to have drinks. So, they're like, oh, let's celebrate. We take our drink. But, of course, these guys are not good guys either, so it's poison. The poison was actually supposed to kill us, but our buddy Sam gave us only half the dose, so it's going to end up not killing us. That's just kind of what they're talking about now. Sam says, I don't know why I stick my neck out for you, but I only gave you half the poison. They dump us in the river, and we basically end up in the flooded district. And then we run into these assassin guys, the guys that were at the beginning of the game. And they take us to their leader, which is Dowd. That's the guy that actually killed the Empress. And he kind of just shit-talks us for a little bit, throws our gear away. Well, he talks about how we're an anomaly, and he doesn't know why we got our powers or why we're doing what we're doing. Throws our gear over. There's kind of two parts to this. You can go and get your gear, which obviously I was going to do, or you can just use the assassin knife. But you grab your gear and then you go and fight Dowd. So we'll make our way back to his base. The enemies you fight here, they're probably some of the tougher in the game because they're assassins as well, and they can do like teleportation and stuff. And then Dowd on his own has like mystical powers. He can freeze time and such. But just like anything else, I tried to throw grenades, but they kind of froze. So I just held it in my hand while it exploded. But the fight's not too different. At first, I didn't really know what to do, but of course, if you just keep swinging your sword and shooting your gun, then eventually you're going to be okay. I'm pretty sure I upgraded both of the handgun and the bow to all the way max ammo, so I think I can hold 30 of each round. As you level up in this game, it becomes ridiculously easy, but you're also not supposed to be killing everything like I am. And then we get to this part, which I thought was hilarious.
Surprise for you. I asked for my life when I killed your.
Yeah, we're not going to let that happen. I mean, we've already basically gotten rid of everybody so far, so... of course, after that, we have to make our way back to the people that betrayed us and try to take care of them. You end up working your way through the sewers, and this is actually the mission where you take care of Campbell, the guy we did the non-lethal on before. It's actually a bonus objective to take him out as a weeper, or like a plague zombie, basically. But we make our way back to the tap house, and then we're just going to finish off all the guards here. And basically Sam says, okay, I can take you on one more journey. There's quite a few objectives in this last mission, but we're going to take care of Martin, give him a little teabag, and then take care of him. And then we'll get rid of Pendleton as well. Pretty much all we have to do left now is get rid of... why can't I remember his name? Anyways, he's the guy who has Emily. Havelock, that's his name. So we're just gonna quick take care of him. And since we've been a bastard, we're just gonna continue to be so. And yeah, with that, we kind of get the bad ending for the game. Well, yeah. 20 people killed in the last mission is not too bad, but I'll just let you listen to the ending here.
Intrigue and mystery, butchery and betrayal, the death throes of an empire. And you were an avenging spirit, spreading chaos at every turn. The city's feeding on itself now, liars and merchants and nobles like maggots on a carcass. Soon will be nothing left for the rats. It's just as well. The Empire was dying already, completely rotten. All that was needed was the right man to send it over the edge. But now, you'll be off over the horizon on an outbound ship. I wonder, are you chasing something or running away?
If you took the time to watch the video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I hope everyone has a great day.